Good morning, good morning, good morning, man. I got some issues I want to talk about, man, concerning all communities, but especially the black community. So a lot of stuff going around. People not getting married no more. Uh, Arguing over prenups, mutual agreements, and things of that nature. Never since the history of man until men began to give their strength unto women that you heard about a woman leaving a man and taking half of his things, half of his property, half of his money, things that he worked hard for to accumulate for the two of them to enjoy together, right? Let's take it biblically now. Let's go back. See, two things. First and foremost, the Most High commands a woman not to leave her husband, right? He tells her not to depart from her husband. But it says, and if she do depart, he don't, you know what I'm saying? Let them depart. But they're supposed to remain unmarried, meaning they're not supposed to be out here bar hopping or pole hopping. You know what I mean when I say pole? I'm just keeping it discreet. And it says, or be reconciled to her husband. She's supposed to go back to that man. You understand me? Now, if she go out here and she go pole hopping, and she go hop on another rod, then he has no deal with her anymore. But nevertheless, as far as the prenup goes, she don't get to take half. He paid for her in the beginning. Women know this. That's why the first thing they always want to tell the man is, you don't own me, and I ain't your property. You trying to control me. You're absolutely right. I am trying to control you. I am going to rule over you. I am going to tell you what to do. Any real man with a backbone will, and know he's supposed to. That's our job. That's our duty. And in fact, that was your punishment from the Most High. When you had that right to do things without always consulting with me, with us as man, you guys let the serpent beguile you. Therefore, that was your punishment. The Most High told you women that your desire shall be to your husband, not to Instagram, not to your job, not to Facebook, not to TikTok, not to your family, none of that, because man and woman supposed to cleave together and become one flesh. A lot of marriages don't succeed anymore because y'all have too many people in your business. A marriage is sacred between a man. The union it's a union between a man and a woman, singular, not the world. You understand what I'm saying? And then the Bible spoke about this in the last days, how that people would forbid to marry. They would abstain from meats and all these different things. But see, it's the difference between us that know the truth. Stop living in fear. Stop, being so materialized to the point, oh, if he don't have this, he don't have that. First and foremost, woman, you were made for a man, not the man for the woman. You can read that in 1 Corinthians chapter 11. I want to say 11:4, 11:5. He wasn't created for you. You were created for him. You women that are talking about, I don't need a man. Why not? Please tell me. Because the Most High said it wasn't good for man to be alone. So he made a help for him. A help for him. I don't know if y'all hear me. A help for him. Like unto himself. Right? That's why when that man DNA goes into you, it's a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? Your mind's supposed to be like him, just like our mind's supposed to be like our head, which is the Mashiach. That this mind be in you that's also in Christ Jesus, right? That's our job as the man. And as the woman, she's supposed to be thinking like her husband. You're an example for your husband. But then there's too many of you out here that are unruly, rude, but you swear up and down that you're a virtuous woman. That virtuous woman worked. She helped her husband. In fact, he was known because of her. She worked. But guess what? She still maintained her husband. Not maintain, I ain't gonna use that word, because if a woman maintains her husband, it'll be impudence and strife. She helped her husband. She worked. She contributed. Women out here talking about, oh, I ain't going 50-50 with no man and this and that. Each and every relationship is different. Some gonna be 140, 100, I mean, you know what I mean, 100 nothing, 80, 20, whatever y'all want to score it. That's between those two individuals. They're before God and their union. Stay out of everybody else's business. We're supposed to mind our own business. Everybody want to be in everybody else's business or comparing their business to another people's business. Why? Don't you know, like when the Most High give a blessing, he say some receive 30, some 60, some 100. Meaning everybody don't get the same blessing, man. Everybody don't get the same, everybody don't get the same blessing. Your blessing and my blessing is different. Your wealth and my wealth is different. Period. I don't desire to have another's. That's the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not covet anything that belongs to thy neighbor. Not his wife, not his house, not his car, not his clothes, not his jewelry, not his money, not his children, not his family, none of that. So, if it's not good for man to be alone, why do women think it's good for them to be alone, seeing that they are the weaker vessel? Weak plus strong equals power, man. I want y'all to let that sink in, man. Weak plus strong equals power. Why? We balance each other out. The man has that hard and rough exterior. The woman has that soft and nurturing exterior. You see what I'm saying? It's a balance to it. The kids receive a balance. When you look up the definition of a family, it's going to say man, woman, and children. You can't say, oh, my family and this, and it's just a woman and children. A family and it's just a man and children. All right? We need all components to make a family. We need the man and the woman to procreate. You know what y'all see the big picture here? Why they're pushing this agenda so hard, especially in the black community? Because really, our women are 90% of the ones that are saying that they don't need a man. Even my puppy agree. You understand me? But look, the reason being, because they know you are God's chosen. They want to keep you sterile. They don't want us reproducing. They don't want us creating brilliant minds. All right? They don't want us to have that nuclear family. Family is wealth. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but your family is wealth. Family is wealth, man. We have to get off these soapboxes, man, with all this anti-love, anti-marriage, anti-meat. A lot of people want to say, oh, we're not supposed to eat meat. Well, as far as I'm concerned, after the flood, post-flood, the first thing that Noah did was offering to the Most High of every clean beast, of every clean fowl. And he said to us that everything that moves shall be for meat. And, you know what I'm saying, the herbs and the fruits. So people got to get up off of that, man. Y'all need to know the truth. Go read 1 Timothy 4 and 3 and see what the Most High said. 2 Timothy 2:15, study show thyself approved unto Yah. But yeah, man, without a man and a woman, whatever. It's not good for me to be alone. That's why God gave us women in the first place. And woman, it's not good for you to be alone, because the whole purpose of your creation is to be led by a man, be ruled by a man, to help him procreate and make more little, you know what I'm saying, men like himself and little women like yourself, so we can keep this place, you know what I'm saying, because he told us to replenish the earth. Well, if you saying you don't need me and we saying we don't need you, then how are we fulfilling what God created us to do? Replenish the earth, to subdue it, to have dominion. All right. So yeah, man. With that being said, man, I hope that helped y'all out today, opening y'all eyes. And as far as those prenups and all that, women taking half of a man's things, absolutely not. It's not the same. Women and men are different. We're not equal. Us men, we can lay with 1,000 women, and guess what? And have no tie. We can get up and walk away, and it's nothing. But a woman cannot do that. And the more men you women lay with, it's gonna be hard. It's almost impossible for you to be able to commit to one man because of the whoredom that you've done. Because your body wasn't created to be shared by multiple men. All right. It just wasn't designed that way. That's why you guys are used to running, going from pole to pole, because you weren't taught. You know why? It goes back to what we were originally talking about, the nuclear family. It goes back to the nuclear family. If you don't see that example, it's hard to be the example. But it's never too late, and it's nothing that can keep you from the love of the Most High. Ask Him to bless your spirit, to renew your heart. You know what I'm saying? And from this moment forward, walk right. Get that man, you know what I'm saying? And you nurture that man, you take care of that man, you respect that man, and he'll love you. Because that's what God commanded us to do, was to love. But he commanded you to reverence. Shalom.